Hi.
A teacher. You're a teacher. Thanks for calling.
Hi, yes, I am a teacher. I was just ringing to talk about, just after the Charlie Hebdo terrorist atrocity, I worked in a primary school somewhere in London at the time, and there were 4 young girls in year 6 discussing the situation, who were basically overheard talking that the victims deserved it, which was shocking, upsetting, just horrific. The question is, what do you do with that information when you've heard it?
What age were they, Jane?
11.
Really
10
young.
and 11-year-olds.
And were they Muslim kids?
As a start, yes, they were. Yes, they were. And again, you've got to be very careful because you can't be pulled up because of suggested racist connotations, and of course there isn't any. It is what we heard. Reported it to senior management, and that's all we really can do. We're told that we could do, and then it's up to the senior management as to how they are going to report it, facilitate it, discuss it, or what have you.
Which makes perfect sense that you refer that upwards, because it's your responsibility to alert your managers, but it isn't your responsibility to take possession of that problem, is it really, long term?
Yes, I mean, but it just raises two issues for me as a teacher, as much as a Londoner, which is, first of all, indoctrination, and it's something that we can't prevent in a school. That happens at home. It's discussions that happen at home that are overheard at home. That is not an 11-year-old child talking, as far as I'm concerned. That is obviously a repetition of language and voices that they've heard at home that they are then regurgitating at school within their community. And it's frightening. And as a teacher, prevention, what can we do?
Do you know what happened, Jane, once it went to your senior managers? Were you kept informed as to what happened?
Not a lot. No. Everything is very close and dagger, and no.
And can I ask you as well, before that incident, did your school address with the pupils the fact that prevent was now on their list of things to keep the kids safe?
Only that to keep an eye out and listen and report back. That's it. There's nothing else as a mainstream sort of class teacher you can do.
So there wasn't a conversation with the pupils about it?
To my knowledge, no. But
see, that to me seems counterproductive. It seems to me that if it's going to work at all, it has to be a whole school thing. So that when a kid comes and says, Miss, so-and-so just said they shouldn't have done those cartoons. Well, actually, that's fine. They have every right to express that opinion about the cartoons. So-and-so says they should kill more of them. Not so clever. The child needs a conversation, And to me, without involving the pupils, call me if you're a teacher and you think I'm completely wrong here, do call and say why. I just think that you would talk to children about keeping themselves safe from sexual abuse. So my guess is that schools surely should have the conversation with the pupils about keeping themselves safe from radicalisation, and throw prevent into that conversation and say this is one of the tools we have.
Absolutely right. Absolutely, I totally and utterly agree with you. I also see that form of indoctrination as a form of abuse, in not allowing a child to think freely. And perhaps lead them towards danger within possibly just a few years, thinking about the teenage girls that ran off not long ago and it's a bit.
But to be honest, even removing the Islamist element, the Islamist dangers in their future potentially, even removing that, if you hear an 11-year-old say about somebody's death, well, they deserved it, that child needs a lesson. I mean a good lesson. I don't mean needs a telling off. The child needs some education, don't they?
Yes, 100%. I totally agree with you. I just wanted to throw that one out there. This is what's going on all the time everywhere in the mainstream standard state inner city schools, and it's frightening.
And do you think, Jane? Do you think that the NUT is right to debate this, or do you think? Debate is always a good thing, but do you think that prevent should still be one of the teachers' responsibilities?
I think we're all responsible to try and prevent any atrocity or thoughts towards atrocity that might happen. So whether that's a teacher, social worker, man on the street, doesn't matter. I think we're all responsible to try and prevent.